All right, so I'm going to start a new series here on a little something that I've been doing over the last, it's a project I've been working on over the last couple of months, but it just launched last week, and that's my Kickstarter campaign for the game of creativity. So what I'm going to do with this series, I don't know how many episodes I'm going to take, maybe just a few. We'll see if you guys have any questions about certain things, but I'm going to tackle just a kind of a different issue or different part of the campaign, just one episode at a time. And hopefully, you guys can kind of get a good behind the scenes look at what goes into, spoiler alert, a successful campaign. So the idea is a playing card game to help you be more creative. So without getting too much into kind of the details of that. Also, if you hear any kids screaming, it's just my life, and I refuse to try to keep everyone quiet for hours a day so I can do these things. Anyway, so the idea here is that you can use playing cards essentially to help you kind of get through your creative block as a tool to get away from the computer, get away from Pinterest and all those other inspiration sites, and start developing kind of your own ideas in a way. The idea for this project came about whenever over this last year I kind of took on another kind of challenge to try to journal some ideas every single day. Some aren't really that great, and some are things that I constantly think about days, weeks, or even months later. And those ideas are the ones that essentially get to live. And I start trying to explore that idea a little bit more to see how I, could help other people with whatever it is that the idea is. And the idea of having a product. So as well as is a service-based company where I don't have a physical thing that I ship out to people. It's all done digitally. So the world of shipping out actual goods is a brand new world to me, but it's something that I kind of wanted to explore a little bit more. And I had this idea for the game of creativity, and in December I decided to start going forward with that idea and start developing this game. So I designed all the cards, and then I actually had a prototype pack made that I decided to start using and see how it would be used for actual people or creative professionals in their work. After I had the prototype pack made, it made sense for me, I like to take on things little bites at a time. Sure, I can turn this into a giant business. I can dump a whole bunch of money into it, get a ton of inventory, but if the idea is not there, if the market tells me the idea is not there, then it's not worth pursuing. So that's why I decided to use Kickstarter. Now, I've had this really weird relationship with Kickstarter because a couple years ago I tried to kickstart Make Midwest Fest, which I was trying to raise $16,000, and we ended up raising $8,000. And that midway point there is when you're trying to look to the market for answers. That midway point doesn't really give you any answers, whether it's a good or bad idea. But for that one specifically, I kept it going, and 2 years later, I ended up just making it happen, just a different way outside of Kickstarter. So at that point, I told myself that I wasn't going to do any more Kickstarter campaigns, but in this case, it just made a lot of sense. So the minimum order was basically $750. So that's what I used as the goal for the campaign was the minimum order. And since then, which I launched this last Monday, it has been 7 days. And as of right now, we are plus 900% of our goal. So about $7,000 is where we're currently at. We still have about 22 days to go. So needless to say, I'm pretty surprised. I wasn't expecting to be over 900% of the funding goal. I was, in my mind, honestly, I was thinking that it would just be some friends, kind of the audience that I have built up around the Columbus area that would just maybe be interested in this. It has definitely turned into some kind of a monster now, the best kind of monster to have, and it's been really exciting to watch and really difficult to kind of turn away from it. Again, the kids, they just don't stop screaming. They really don't. Anyway, so it's, every time I look on there, there's more and more people, and the really cool part is that there's people from from all over the world. Today there's somebody from Ireland that ordered them. There's a lot of people in the United States ordering them. There's people from Singapore. It's really exciting to know that some little project, little idea that I had is going to be shipped across the world. That's also a little scary, shipping as of right now. Like I said, so we have about 240 backers right now. That means that as of right now, if it was to end today, I got to send out 240 orders, and it's a little scary, but we're trying to get everything ready before the end of the campaign. I ordered all the boxes and all the shipping materials earlier today to have everything ready to go. We're going to turn this office right here into a bit of a ship station, maybe even a little assembly line, depending on how many more orders come in. But it's going to be really exciting being able to take them all to the post office and just wait for these things to get out to everybody and them start to use them. And I'm really excited just to see what everybody comes up with. So with the next couple episodes, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into this campaign. Some of the things that I believe kind of led to the success of this project, and some of the things that I'm doing now to make sure that it doesn't turn into just a huge flop. I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm gonna try to take things down into much smaller subjects. So, for instance, the next episode, maybe 2 episodes from now, either way, I want to talk about kind of the marketing that went behind the launch of this product, and maybe there's something there for you guys to learn from. So, hopefully, you like the idea. And I'll see you next episode. Bye.